So Zapier and Make.com have been dominating the no-code automation space for quite a while. But recently, n8n started making some big waves in this space, and truth be told, I made a switch. So I switched from building automations with Make.com to building automations only with n8n. And I also, when I work with my clients, I prefer and recommend them to stick with n8n in most cases. Of course, there are cases when, Zapier or Make.com could be useful and could be beneficial to use. But in today's video, I want to share the 4 key reasons why I believe n8n is a better tool and why I made the switch. But I'm also gonna share some downsides of it, so it would be a fair comparison. And before we get into the video, there's a link in the description down below where you can subscribe to my newsletter if you want to follow my automation journey, how I'm making money with this thing, and that sort of stuff, get behind the scenes. But without further ado, let's jump into my presentation, and I'm gonna share why I made the switch and the 4 key reasons why I believe n8n might be more of a tool to use in the future for automation purposes. So now we are on my screen with this beautiful presentation, n8n versus Make versus Zapier. So again, I'm going to share 4 key reasons why I believe n8n could be a better tool for no-code automations. And especially I believe in the reason number 3 and reason number 4. Those are my favorites, but let's get over this quickly. So key feature number 1 is cost saving. So all 3, n8n, Make.com, and Zapier, start at around $20 per month. But when you want to increase the automations you build with Make.com or with Zapier, the costs escalate as fast as you scale those automations. And I have an example with Zapier and Make.com. So Zapier, for 100,000 actions, can end up charging you over $730 a month, which is quite crazy. That's around $8,000 per year. And Make is less expensive, but with the most basic features, it's still gonna cost you over $100 per month. So around $1,000, maybe $1,200 per year. Meanwhile, n8n only charges per workflow execution, and if you have the right approach, you can spend only $20 for the exact same 1,000 actions. So I found this slide or picture on Google which paints the picture quite clearly. But basically, you can see obviously, so let me move my mouse. So with Zapier, if you have over 100 operations, you can spend over $700. With Make, if you want to have all of the features, it's going to be around $300. With Basic, $100. Whereas n8n, it can stay at a $20 mark. And for example, this comes into play, for example, when you have a workflow where, let's say, each day you need to update 1,000 rows in Google Sheets or add 1,000 rows. And for that one single action of updating that 1,000 rows, like Zapier, Make, it's gonna consume 1,000 operations or 1,000 tasks. Meanwhile, on n8n, that's just gonna be one workflow execution. And I love the fact that when you build with n8n, you don't have to worry about the costs. You can build however you want and whatever makes sense to you, instead of worrying how to reduce, the amount of modules or nodes, and you don't have to find some crazy workarounds to do that. Then there is a second key feature, and it is self-hosting. So actually, if you would right now go to n8n website, you wouldn't find this picture exactly like this. They changed their homepage a bit, or their pricing page a bit, but essentially this is still true. You can pay $0 to run n8n on your local machine. So for example, when I wanted to start using n8n, I just wanted to test it out, see what the hype is about. So I hosted n8n on my local machine, and I was paying $0. I wasn't paying to anyone. So essentially, if you have your computer running 24/7, you can run automations with n8n 24/7 for free, and you're gonna pay just for electricity. So yeah, self-hosting is a big deal, especially for those who are worried about data security and that sort of stuff. For me, it was useful when I wanted to test it out and see, what's good with n8n, but I didn't, want to pay, that's $20, or I just didn't want to, have a free trial for 14 days. I needed, a proper test. So for me, it came in handy. But now let's get to the main key reasons why I believe n8n is the best tool. So, in my eyes, one of the coolest things is that n8n has low code power. And as I say in the slide, I love no code tools, but what happens when you need that extra functionality? And again, I used to use make.com a lot. It was my go-to tool. I loved make.com. I still do love make.com, but there came a point where I needed to, write custom code because the things that I was building just weren't, working exactly how I wanted. And that's when I realized that, I actually need to pay for a third-party service. I need a third-party account to just run the code. And that was a deal breaker for me. The same thing on Zapier, you have to, I think, have a premium account, and you have to pay extra just to run small snippets of code. And I think it has like a low timeout time frame, which just makes things inconvenient and some things that you have to worry extra about. Whereas on n8n, for example, you put a snippet of code, it can run for 10 minutes or whatever it takes, and the workflow can work as expected, so you don't have to worry about much. So I chose no code tools because of how fast they are to build with, but sometimes you need that extra coding functionality. Even if you don't know how to code, you can ask ChatGPT to do it for you, but sometimes it becomes so handy that right now, without this code node in n8n, I wouldn't probably not be able to build some of the automations that I've built for myself and for some of the clients that I work with. And then let's move to the key feature number 4. And I think these days this is the main thing, and that n8n is just AI powerhouse. So n8n doesn't just integrate AI, it enables AI agents that can reason and use multiple tools dynamically. So as you can see here on the screenshot, I have like a simple AI agent that manages Gmail, that it gets contacts from Airtable, that manages your calendar, does Google searches, does Wikipedia searches, etc. And to build something like that, let's say on Zapier or on make.com, it would be crazy difficult. It would be like so complex. Of course, you can do this. You can build the exact same thing, but it would be so complicated to do it. And even though n8n could be called a more complex tool, but to build agentic workflows is super simple on n8n, and it has a lot of features that Zapier and make.com just doesn't have. And that's like the code, having the ability to write custom code and having the ability to build AI agents are the main key reasons why I stick to n8n and why I just use this tool on a daily basis. But if we're being honest and we're giving everyone a fair chance, we have to talk about the downsides of n8n. And I actually, when I was thinking about it, I've came up with 3 downsides. And first is that n8n is a lot more complicated than Zapier or make.com. That's just the truth. You get a lot of code snippets on the screen. If you're not familiar with JavaScript dot notation, you might not understand how to access certain parts of the values from one node to another. And when you see that code on the screen, it just becomes a lot more intimidating than it should be, in my opinion. And that's, why I believe so many people are scared of using n8n in the first place. The second reason why n8n is not as good as, let's say, Make or Zapier, especially a Zapier, is because it doesn't have that much integrated apps. And yeah, that's pretty unfortunate because, for example, even like a few days ago, I was building something with Slack and it took me like 3 hours to figure out. Whereas I remember the same thing I was building with Slack and Make.com, and it took me like 15 minutes to make it work. So, it's just more complex. There's just certain things where you have also on a self-hosted environment that makes just more complicated, more nuanced. You have to Google a lot of stuff to make it work, and it can get frustrating. Where, for example, on Zapier, all of the apps are there, like literally, like anything you need is on there. You never need to use like HTTP requests or whatever. So that's an upside of Zapier for sure. And the third downside of n8n is the UI. Again, I just don't think it's as pretty as Make.com. As you can see, I used to be a Make.com fanboy, and I probably am still. So it's definitely not pretty. But is n8n right for you? So yes, if you're not afraid to get more complex tool. Yes, if the cost is the main factor for you and you want to get as cheap as possible. Yes, if you want to run more advanced agentic workflows, and for me that's, I wanted that. And yes, if you want a self-hosted option. So because I don't think you can host Zapier or Make.com. I think that's impossible. Probably for enterprise clients, maybe, but still not sure about that. And is n8n right for you? No, if you prefer to work only with integrated apps. No, if you need only simple automations. And no, if you think n8n is just cooler than other automation tools. Because the last 2 points, like if you need only simple automations, because I've seen people who are actually like run 5 or 6 automations that are like 3 or 2-step automations, and they're moving from Make.com or from Zapier to n8n, and actually they end up paying more than they did on Make, because like I've saw people like actually like building 3-step automations on n8n, and they moved to n8n just because it's becoming popular, and they actually didn't read the pricing terms, and it's turned out that they have to pay $50 instead of $20 that they used to pay on Make. So it just sometimes it doesn't make sense. If you have simple automations, stick with Make, stick with Zapier. It can actually be cheaper. And then if you think n8n is just cooler and that's the only reason to use it, well, go ahead and use it. But I always think about tools that you actually have to use the tool that makes the most sense. And since, for example, again, I mentioned that I try to use n8n for most of the cases or all of the time, but I still do use Make.com for some scenarios because it just makes more sense. It is more straightforward. It saves me time, and I don't have to worry about additional stuff that I would by using n8n. So actually, I hope this video would be shorter, so sorry for taking so long. Again, if you want to follow my automation journey, follow me on my newsletter down below, so subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.